Okay, so we are gonna fold our final good paper in half, one way, and then again the other direction, so that we can find the middle of the paper there. So if we open that up, you can now see the crisscross of the folds. That gives me the center. Then next I'm gonna color my styrofoam. So again, the lighter colors work best. You can experiment with those darker colors if you want to see what that would look like. I'm going to use these three colors here. Make sure you get all those areas colored. And then the next step is to make sure you have wet your paper. I'm going to move this off to the side and work on wetting this quadrant here. So you can use a wet paper towel, or you can use a sponge, or I'm just using a regular towel, and I just got it damp on one side. So we want to get a nice sheen on there, but not soaking wet. And then I'm going to find my center. So I have my C on the center, and remember, I want these to go in the middle here. So I'm going to put that lining up with the folds here so that it's in the center of my paper, but then the center of my design is going to face that center of the quadrant. So I'm going to print that, pushing and massaging on the back. And then when you feel like you've got it all printed, you can go ahead and lift, and that printed nicely. So then I'm going to color this again and print again. If your paper dries in the meantime, you want to kind of wet it again, but don't get this wet. Okay, so now again, I'm going to put the C toward the center. I'm going to line up the edge of my print on the edge of my first one, as well as the edge of that fold. And then I'm going to do that massaging on the back again. And you don't want that to move because it will kind of make your design blurry. And then lift when you're ready. And you can see these are kind of matching together here. So then I'll do another one here and another one here. And then you'll do all four quadrants that way. So when I'm going to my next quadrant, again, I want the C in the center here, not in the center there. I'm gonna line that up with the fold and start massaging. Okay, so now I have finished doing all four quadrants, and I'm gonna let that dry before I do the next step. You can see I used the same three colors, but I did color them differently, which is totally fine. They're unified by the colors. I hit a little bit of green from when I did green on some of my practices, but that's okay too. So go ahead and print 4 in all four quadrants, so that would be 16 prints. Let that dry, and then we'll do the next step.